Hello everyone, welcome back to Command Wolf Gaming. I'm CWG and welcome to Slay the Princess. Now, if you guys saw last week's episode, it got weird fast. With a wall showing up and the princess splitting, and if you guys really didn't watch that last episode, you got to go watch it. It was actually very, very cool.
You're here.
Now, I am... note, you can skip the scene dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard or R1 on your controller. Okay, so I'm just going to hit tab to skip over the text that we already saw. You're here to slay. If you don't, it'll be end of the world. Okay, so we are at the important point. So a lot of this are going to be repeating tests, you know, and I'm just going to kind of skim and sprays through that, just to kind of speed this up a little bit. And have you considered that this is... Wait, before I dive into the game. So, I gotta give you guys a warning. First of all, this is a psychological horror game, so it's not made for everyone. There are gonna be flashing lights and weird scenes. Black Tabby Games, which is the manufacturer of this game or publisher of the game, actually has a list of warnings on their website. So if you do want to watch, right, but you're not so sure about it, make sure to check out their website first before you watch this video. That's going to be your only warning. Now, this is a psychological horror. There are some blood incidents, well, not blood incidents, but there are incidents where there would be blood, there would be murder. Maybe it's supposed to be more of a mind melting horror game. So, and it's all about making choices on how we are going to go and approach this princess. And every time we approach this princess, different things happen. And as you go along on this little train of having different things happen, we get more and more of the story uncovered. So we're actually at one of the points. So we got a lot of options. We got basically everything is to explore. And then we got some like, all right, cool, let me go and do this type of deals. So I'm actually going to choose this one. I was wanting to actually try this one. It says, sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution! Probably mangled that. Sorry for all the French speaking people.
That's the spirit.
Yeah.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
All right,
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay,
we're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, so here's another thing too. We're going to have a conversation within ourselves between the narrator and some other emotional spectrum. And one of them, the emotional spectrums is the hero, right? That's our inner monologue type of deal. So we don't actually have a physical voice as of yet that we know of. Besides these.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay, so this looks entirely normal than from last time we played. Very plain with the knife, so...
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
All right.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay. Enter the basement. I'm going willingly this time. Just gonna go and do it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her
Right.
voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Ooh.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Weird.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
All right.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
She's a threat to everyone. We must slay
Focus
her.
on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yes, quite frankly so. What? No way. Why would I even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. Uh-huh. Nah. I'm confused on that one. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Zero nerves and step forward. Okay, so we know what happened last time. I just kind of want to go and do it, but at the same time, I want to see all these options. Actually, let's do this. We're gonna save that right there. So just in case if we want to go back, we can. What? No, why would you even think that? Oh, okay, yeah. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat.
She's
you
very
dare.
grumpy.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Okay, so one of the aspects of this game is that we kind of keep resetting ourselves, right? And the narrator actually doesn't remember last time, right? So we know what happened from last time, and but the voices don't. So I'm gonna tighten my grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Yes.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Yes.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade.
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe...
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk. Then I'm not talking to you.
Squint at the princess while holding on to the blade. All right,
You
squint.
stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Exactly.
You
Squint.
squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
I don't want to. Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately,
God.
clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Ouch.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
God, she
Holy
hurts.
shit, that hurt!
Yeah.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job!
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here, either.
Yes.
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Okay, so in order for you to have like ruptured organs, you either A, gotta be very frail, or somebody's gotta be hitting you extremely hard. You know, like when you get black and blues, that's actually like blood vessels breaking inside your skin. And of course, you know, when it goes away, it repairs itself. But my God, for that amount of damage to be done to your internal organs, oh my.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
I slayed the princess.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
Was it
The
really?
princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
In fact, I know this is not the end.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark.
And you die. The adversary.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of it. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no, but I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again, but I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her, and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Yeah, sure.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
And all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Okay, go on.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I did listen.
We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her.
Yes, we did.
And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Right.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Well, I obviously died from last time.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Exactly. I agree with him.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more.
I kind of agree with him.
Your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
All right. Let's talk about
Just be
this
quick
princess.
about it.
We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? All she did last time around was beat me to death. How can someone like that end the world? To quote you from last time, sounds around, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands? Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement.
Okay.
And I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcome.
Yeah, I think you kind of locked her away. Why couldn't they slay her? Why is she falling on me?
Oh, this is maddening. There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here. Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better. Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh,
Right.
I didn't know we were special.
Hero, no, you're making it sound like a different type of
Yeah,
special.
I like the sound of that. Of course you're special.
Freaking, what the hell's
What
wrong with
else
my
would you
voices in my head? Oh, we killed each other last.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your...
Okay, you know what? You're going to, you're being Cajun. What are
I've told you
doing?
everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation. What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason... Exactly. The less you know... She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get...
Okay, you know what? That's
Right. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath.
fine. All right, proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah,
She will lie.
Yeah.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we
Crystal. Let's just get on.
Okay, proceed into the cabin.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior.
Okay, hold on 1 second. So I kind of came to a decision myself because regardless of what I end up doing, I'm going to end up going into the cabin, right? So I'm going to actually save right at the process of going into the cabin, right? And the reason being is so that I can backtrack on the choice that I make from there. Because like at this one over here, the last time around, I didn't really, I made that choice and I kind of little regret that. The cabin is tighter than the exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you as you try to forcibly direct you forward to your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. Yes.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving.
The blade is your implement.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
It's a mirror.
It's a mirror.
Or at least it'll be a mirror
at least
once
it'll
we open
be.
off the layer of grime. We've actually done this
Reach
before.
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you... But there was a mirror...
And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
Okay, so this whole cabin is different from last time.
Very different.
Yes.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. The world is depending on you.
Okay, take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Yes. And to the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive. with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
I don't know if you're masochist or what, stubborn.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Look at her, she's
Looks like
a
she could rip
looker.
those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Oh, yes.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
You looked at... I hope you heard all that, Mr. Natter. There's a lot different. So you do remember me. You look different.
You look exactly the same.
All right. What? What you said earlier in the woods, I believe you. You've already met the princess, and the princess has already met you. But that's... You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
I wasn't even talking to you. I was talking to the princess.
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously. You don't know the depths of my apathy. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I never died. Do you see how alive I am right now? Would someone as alive as me already have died? I didn't. I don't think so. Don't worry. I'm going to do my... You got me pretty much everything you just said. You got me. Pretty much everything you just said is true.
You're joking, right?
Yes. I'm
just
going to do it
pretend
less.
that you're joking.
Yeah, you'd better be joking. We can't win unless you take this seriously.
So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason.
I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like, how we're both still alive. Yeah, that's
What is
true.
there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Okay.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I'm actually here to free you, attack the princess. I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Turn around and leave. Turn around and leave without saying anything. I'm so tempted to just turn around and leave. Yeah.
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
As you step towards the stairs, you hear the heavy creak of straining metal, and then a snap. She's loose. You have to make a decision, and you have to make it fast.
To the side and counter. Okay, team. What are we thinking? Turn around, fight her, head on, dodge, to the side and counterattack, run like hell, or die. If it was me in real life, I would run like hell. But even though she's a sexy demon lady, you know. But in this game, I think I'm gonna dodge to the side and counter it.
Barrels towards you. You do your best to maneuver between the tight walls of the basement.
Yes.
You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. This
weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place.
The princess's arm shoots forward,
Oh.
her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
Oh, I'm gonna die, aren't I?
How disappointing.
Oh god.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling
Okay. This is why I saved. I actually do want to try to.
See?
Okay, so take the blade.
You take...
Approach the mirror.
What do you...
Yeah, wipe the mirror clean.
reach
Nothing there. Very
Now it's
good. We
gone.
already know that.
So all of us can stop arguing about it.
The door to the perfect... As much... Looks like she could rip those chains.
Oh, it's you again. And you I'm going to have...
Okay. I haven't yet slay the princess.
Good. With a singular focus, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess.
Here we go. Let's make this count.
Yes, let's do this.
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum.
Oh, I
Your
like this
weapon
one better.
tightly lodged in the bone of her arm. She grins at you from behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different...
No, we can do this. Just...
We're not gonna win if our weapons stop.
Keep pushing. Unlatch the blade and attack her from a different angle.
You pull back on the blade's hilt, doing your best to free it from its sinewed prison. But as you tug the blade free, it collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact.
Ooh.
And you find yourself in midair. You hit the floor. You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her.
Okay, so that's gonna end up in my death, and I'm fine with that.
The
I just
cat
want
is
to
Patsy.
see the different options here, because not for nothing, I just want to know
You take
what the different options really give
the door
me.
to the perfect.
Is
This isn't good. As much as I appreciate the
Okay.
enthusiasm, just make sure you... Looks like she could rip the...
Oh, it's you again. And you brought your... I'm going to...
We are gonna go back to the original way I did this, but I'm curious, you know.
Good.
Oh,
Okay,
we'll make
so
it
I'm gonna
Feel-
attack.
Pull it out. No.
All right.
Not-
Keep pushing.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the...
Yes. You get it, don't you?
Oh yes. What are you talking about? Suddenly continue pushing. Unlock the blade. I do.
Nothing exists outside of us. It's just you and me. Dying and coming back. Clashing against each other. Forever.
That's not what's going on. There's an entire world at stake here.
Yes, the fate of the world doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this fight. The only thing that matters is getting stronger. And the only way to get stronger is to win, even if it takes us forever to get there.
Wow.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter. As she strikes you again, you hear the whine of straining metal, and then...
We're fine.
But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours.
I don't know why there's black.
Your grip loosens from the impact, the blade still wedged in her arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor.
I said we're fine.
I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened.
The narrator, we're winning.
You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
You forgot this.
She tosses it.
Aren't you jumping the gun a little? We each died once, so it doesn't mean we're immortal. Pick up the blade and attack her again.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single. Wait, does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead? As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over.
No, it's not. We're just...
But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that.
Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me? Get up.
Get
Wait,
up.
No, that can't be right. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet.
Ah.
Ah, I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
No, she's dead. She has to be... No!
Oh my god.
We're all shit out of luck, aren't we?
I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
Dude.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing, and hurls it at your feet.
You know what to do. Again.
Okay.
But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that?
I don't
All of you
know.
need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is...
we just missed her heart. Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong. Aren't you supposed to know everything? I never said I knew everything.
Closer to what that's supposed to mean.
Nothing. It means nothing. I shouldn't have said that.
Different text
But
prompt.
you did say it, so it means something.
Oh, stop bickering over nothing. Our destiny is right in front of us. Pick up.
Okay, fine. That is what I meant by untethering. Do you hear him rambling on about destiny? He's lost the thread, and if you lose the thread, you won't be able to save the world. And what is that supposed to mean?
Dude,
You
this
don't have to
narrator.
answer that, and I'm not going to answer that.
I feel like the narrator is playing this kind of like I don't know, this guy that's hiding things. I feel like I think it was like the architect in Halo, right, who's trying to play the good guy but ends up doing something like absolutely evil.
Why the bloody hell not? Because right now, there's still a razor-thin chance that you're able to get your act together. There are patterns of thought out there that beg to be finished, but once you finish them, that's it. They change everything. There's no going back, and if I say anything else, you're going to finish one of those thoughts. What?
The princess can't die. The princess can't die. The princess can't die. Holy crap. The princess can't... You mean like the princess can't die, don't you? Well, it's too late for that. I think we all thought of that one. I'm not going to say the princess can't die. I'm not even going to think it. Whoa, hello. Lie, the princess can't die.
Yes.
Die cannot
Exactly.
die. Ooh, I got an achievement.
The princess can't die. I tried, you know. I tried very hard to make this work. I don't like that resignation. Are you sure we can't just unthink it? Yes. Like I said, I'm afraid some thoughts can't be unthought. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to pour myself a stiff drink. If I'm going to see the end of everything, I'd rather not be sober.
That's fine. You're not going to remember
So I
that
was
next time
right.
around.
Why are all of you so glum? This is perfect, isn't it? We get to experience greatness and battle and triumph forever.
Well, I think it was the stubborn one who said, your destiny awaits, right?
You know, this is kind of funny. She's just standing there while we're having
no,
an
no.
inner
No,
monologue.
hold on. There has to be another way. What if we just leave her down here? What if we run away? What if we convince her not to end the world? You can't reason with her. Ending the world is her fundamental nature. It's not a decision she can flip on and off. It is. And what exactly can't we leave her down here? because all it would do is stall the inevitable.
And what's wrong with stalling?
Oh, there's plenty wrong with stalling. The end is...
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. And I'd rather face mine head on.
Oh, you mopey ass. Why did you even ask us to slay her if it was going to end like this? Because it didn't have to end like this. If you don't mind, I'd rather not spend everyone's last moments arguing. It's time. Yes, I suppose it is.
If we fight her forever, then maybe she can't end the world. Maybe everything can still work out.
I guess we'll just have to see how things play out.
Don't you get it? You don't have to shuffle your feet. What comes next is going to last forever.
With an unbreakable determination, you snatch the blade from the floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other. Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep your bearing. You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we get
up!
Yes. And then you get up.
That was a good one. More.
Slay the princess.
You and the princess exchange dozens of devastating blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay, isn't it?
But he doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
Did we do this?
Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right.
It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here. And she's still here too.
The princess stumbles and her body slumps.
I feel so... tired.
Oh, here we go. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where does she go? Should we try and... Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
You're scared this is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Stubborn, shut up! It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The bloat. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I'm go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You have been kinder to me than anyone else I'm met. Thank you. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight answer? Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same. Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Okay. I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
I'm ready to go. Enough with this, all the protection. We're not actually saying anything. How many more vessels do I need to bring to you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Everything you say feels. Can you give me a
I'm
straight answer?
sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know.
Why can I not do the same things I've done before? What do you want me to do? Bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
On how you'd like to change or grow.
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory. The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and you are something more than that, too. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
When gotta ask this one. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closed around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Okay, bring the adversary to her. Okay.
You're on a path
All right.
in the woods.
I'm going to save here, right? And we're going to end it for today. Now, there is a lot to this. And unfortunately, I can only do about 30 to 45 minutes or to an hour chunks. I will promise next time around, whatever decisions I make, I'm going to keep made, right? I'm not going to change it like I did in this episode. I was just more curious on what happens when I change those things, to see what would happen, and it resulted in 2 points of death and 1 point of not dying, which I ended up in dying eventually. So I guess regardless if I'm gonna kill her or if I die, right? Those are really the only two options that I have. Well, technically a third about both dying as well. So this was an interesting episode. And another thing is too, this has, I'm not sure if I talked about this in the last episode, but this has so much replayability. Like you guys saw, I actually got, a couple pop-ups saying, oh, you brought XYZ to her, or you tacked this, or I got a couple awards from Steam for that. So there is many different paths we can go down, and I will actually continue going down the paths until the end of this game. And maybe I'll replay it. Maybe I'll try like a different path, try to get other things and 100% it. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Anyway, guys, I want to thank everyone for tuning in today here on Command Wolf Gaming. Hope they enjoyed the village. Did you guys know about 10% of you, that is right, about 10% of you are actually subscribed to the channel. So make sure to hit that big red subscribe button down below and hit that bell notification button to be notified on when I'm updating the channel, because I'll be trying to update the channel as often as possible. Now, if you do want some more exclusive content that you're not going to find here on YouTube, make sure to follow me on Rumble, Odyssey, and or Kick. That is right, Rumble, Odyssey, and or Kick, where we would be doing, currently, we are doing exclusive live streams every single Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 6:30 p.m. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is every single week, and it's only going to be on Rumble, Odyssey, and or Kick. Now, if you do want to join the greater community and be notified on when I'm updating the channels, make sure to follow me in the Discord. I don't have a Discord link down below. In fact, you can find all the links down below for those who are interested. Now, last thing here, if you do want to help support the channel, make sure to take a look at our merchandise link. That's right, we do have a merchandise, and in that merchandise link, you're going to find long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts, baseball caps, and beanies. They all come in a variety of colors as well as sizes. I do purchase everything out of this store before I put it up in the store as a permanent fixture, to make sure that it is very comfortable for those who are purchasing it. In fact, I'm wearing one of the t-shirts right now. If merchandise is not to your appeal, you can also leave a tip in the tip link down below. Now, I know on Rumble and Odyssey, they do have their own tipping system, so if you want to do it on there, that is fine as well. So, anywho, I want to thank everyone for tuning in today here on Command Wolf Gaming. As always, like, subscribe, and share. Spread the love. And I hope to see you next time here on Command Wolf Gaming. Bye-bye now!